Okay, friends, so in this particular video, we are going to write a Python program to print this pattern, okay? Pattern of stars that looks like a box. So here I have taken five in a row and then five in a column and it forms a box, okay? So before writing the Python program, let us try and understand the logic, how you're going to frame the logic. And if you like the video, please definitely like and subscribe. And my YouTube channel is computing underscore teacher. All right, so let's head on to understanding how to frame the logic. Okay, so let us first put down the pattern so that it's easy. So we have this stars here, so I'll just be putting a cross here so that we can understand. It's easy, 1 2 3 4 and 5 stars, and then we have the star here, and we frame the box box and this. All right, so this is the pattern that we have to print. So let us try and understand how it works. All right, in order to get a better picture and better clarity of how and where to print the stars, let us draw a box around this particular pattern. All right, so let's draw these vertical lines. All right, so let's draw the vertical lines and now the horizontal lines so that we can have a better picture and clarity of the whole stuff. Okay, so okay, please pardon these crooked lines. All right, okay, now let's try and see. So now here what we notice that there are these rows and there are these columns. Okay, these are the rows and the columns. So where to print to pattern with stars and where to print the blank spaces. Okay, so let's number them. So let's number the 0th column, first column, second column, third column, and fourth column. So there are 5 columns starting from 0 ending at 4. And here again we have these rows 0 1 2 3 and 4. So we have 5 rows, 4 columns. All right, now if you notice, then that goes in the kind of a pattern like, we start from here. All right, and then we go around like this, and then we go around like this, and then finally we go around like this, and we end here. All right, so that means what I'm doing is I am printing the stars when the value of my rows is equal to 0. This is when I am printing the stars. All right, when the value of my columns is equal to 4, then I am printing the star again. And if I notice again, when the value of my rows is equal to 4, I am again printing the stars. And when the value of my column is 0 again, okay, wonderful, columns is equal to 0, then I am printing the stars. All right, otherwise what I'm doing when these values are not, then I'm printing the blank spaces over here. All right, that means else in this particular case I will have to print only the blank space. No, wonderful. So if I enclose this within the if structure, then I have the conditions that I'm going to check in order to print the star and print the blank space. All right, so far so good. Now we notice that this is in the form of a matrix. All right, so there are rows and there are columns. That means I will require 2 loops to handle this. So my rows are running from 0 to 4. That means 5. All right, so in my Python program, it will be till 5. And my columns will be from 0 to 5 because, the upper limit is exclusive in the range function for the for loop. All right, so I am going to take 0 to 5. It will end at 4, 0 1 2 3 and 4. All right, so yeah, so I'm controlling the rows and columns this way. So I have my draft of the Python program or the algorithm that I can follow in order to write the Python program. Okay, so wonderful. So let us now try and write the Python program. Okay, so for rows in range 0 to 5, and then for false in range 0 to 5. So this is going to take care of my rows and my columns. So for every value of rows, my columns will be executed completely. So my value of row will be 0, my columns will run from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on. All right. So now let us check the condition. So if my rows is equal to, okay, let's be careful with the variables that I've used, rows and cols. Okay, rows is equal to 0, or if my cols is equal to 4, or if my rows, okay, let's do one thing. Let's have, oh yeah, we'll have to manage this way. Rows is equal to 4, or cols is equal to 4. So if this is the case, then I'm going to print the star, and let me end it with the blank space. All right. Else, what do I have to do? I will have to simply print the blank space, and end is equal to blank space. Now, in order to move to the next row, all right. So once I have printed the values in my first row with all the stars, I'll have to move to the second row where I will have my star in the 0th row first column, and I will have my star in the 0th row fourth column. So for that, I will have to simply print my blank space. We will do the needful. I think we have got it. In case we get it wrong, we will rectify it. Okay, let's save this and let us run this. Okay, there you go. Invalid syntax. Where did we? Oh, sorry, I put in this additional if over here. So yeah, be careful with all of this. Control S, Control R, and there you go. Wonderful. So we have been able to print the pattern of stars that looks like a box. Okay, all right. So this was all for me in this particular video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, definitely please like and share with your friends who love to program in Python. Goodbye. See you again.